Important journal safety. Importance of rules. Hello everyone, I'm Priyanka and today we will discuss the safety in the microbiology lab. Rules and symbols. Importance of rules. Rules are important to ensure safety of operator, safety of samples, successful laboratory examination, minimum hazards. Different route of infections: oral, skin, eyes, and lungs. Journal safety guidelines. Be responsible at all times. Follow all instructions carefully. No horseplay, practical jokes, pranks, etc. in lab. Do not play with lab equipment. Food, drink, smoke, and gum are not allowed in the microbiology lab. Lab safety, everyone is responsible. Journal safety guidelines. Don't lick labels. Don't drink from laboratory glassware. Don't wander about the laboratory. Cause accidents, distract others, promote contaminations. Operate centrifuges, shakers, and other equipment safely. Immunize the laboratory workers. Keep the microbiology lab clean and organized. Notify supervisor immediately of any accidents or unsafe condition in the microbiology lab. Wash your hand with soap and water after and before work. Listen to or read instructions carefully before attempting anything. Wear safety goggles to protect your eyes from chemicals, heated materials, or things that may be able to shatter. Notify your teacher if any spills occur. Keep your hand away from your face. Tie back long hairs away from shoulder. Wear glasses rather than contact lenses. Never put into your mouth pencils, pens, fingers, etc. Clean up your lab area at the conclusion of the lab period. Roll up loosely sleeves, bottom up your laboratory coat. Laboratory coat thickening. Know the location of the fire extinguisher, gas isolation switch, fire blanket, eye wash station, first aid, and exit. Take to the lab station what is necessary. Left outside. Coats, jackets, bags, and books not required for the lab session. Cover your open cuts on hands and other exposed skin surfaces. Wear mask N95 for mycobacterium. Do not wear any jewelry. Carry out procedures to minimize risk of spill, production of aerosol. No slides or cultures are to be taken from or brought into the lab without permission. Don't use your mobile, medical devices, chemicals with gloves. not attend calls with gloves. Writing without gloves. Working area. Avoid wearing artificial nails. Keep natural nails less than 1 by 4 inches. Footwear that completely covers the foot is required. No open shoes. No rings on hand. Accessories. Do not wear loose clothing that could catch fire. Do not open door with gloves. Personal protective equipment and procedures. Gown, safety glasses, and eye protection. Gloves, mask, hand wash, high risk individual. Hand washing. Firstly, wet your hands, then add soap for 20 seconds. Scrub back of your hand, wrist, between finger, under fingernails. Rinse, dry towel, then turn off tap with towel. Chemical safety. Do not inhale the fumes. Never pour water into a concentrated acid. Wash hands. Wear goggles. Lab apron. Never taste any chemical. Never taste anything. Electrical safety. Lay electrical cords where no one can trap on them or get cast in them. Dry hand before using electrical equipment. Never poke anything into electrical outlet. Unplug cords by pulling the plug and not the cord. Unplug all electrical equipment at the end of the lab period. Heating safety. Let burners and hot plates cool down before touching. Use tongs and other protective gloves. Never reach across an open flame. Wait until the striker is in place before you turn on the gas. Heating a test tube, move it around slowly. Dry glassware should be heated. Do not hold it in your hand. Never leave a burner or a hot plate unattended. Hypodermic syringes and needles. Common cause of occupational infections. Collection process 25. It means uh, during the collection process 25% of infections are caused. Avoid quick and unnecessary hand movement. Examine the clip and the cracks. And needles are bears and unplugged. Use needle locking syringes. Wear gloves. Fill syringes carefully to minimize air bubble and pausing. Expel air, liquid, and bubbles vertically into a disinfectant cotton swab. Don't forcefully expel into an open vial for mixing. Mixing if the tip is held below the surface of the fluid. Don't manipulate by hand. Place directly into a puncture resistant container. Decontaminate before disassembly, reuse, and dispose. Cleaning and waste disposal. Separate the non-infectious from the infectious phase. Dispose the infectious waste to minimize the risk to both staff and the student. Facilitate the recycling of reusable material. Yellow shaped container at the bottom of each laboratory. Needles, blades, other sharp materials. Cup. Always move the sharp containers to your workplace to dispose of such items. Do not wander around the lab carrying sharp. Biogram bucket, container of the general purpose phenolic hypochlorite, laboratory disinfectant, used for disposal of small contaminate items. Use swabs, capillary tubes, wet slide, pipette, incubated reagent strips, glass culture tubes. Disposing pipette, place tip first into the biogram, not from the gram stains, non-contaminate paper or matches. 1/4 dilution of the commercial products, 18% phenol equivalent. Change weekly or if grossly soiled. Biohazard bins, center of each laboratory for the disposal of contaminated waste. For example, use culture plate, contaminate paper towel, not to be used sharp and any non-contaminate paper waste. Do not use these bins for paper towel discards after hand washing, blotting paper discards after blotting slides, autoclave before disposal, left open to allow penetration of the steam. Broken glasses. When any glassware is broken, notify the instructor immediately for assistance with the disposal. Non-contaminate can be disposed of in the billy cans. Contaminate should be placed into a stainless steel billy and autoclave prior to disposal in the glass bin. Sink. Don't place any hazards or infectious materials. Don't dispose of any solid material. First aid in case injury because of burn. What to do? Immediately wash with cold water until burning sensation is less. Injury, cuts, bruises. What to do? Do not touch without glove. Pressing directly on minor cuts. Apply cold compress to bruises to reduce swelling. Injury in eye. What to do? Flush eye immediately with plenty of water for several minutes. If a foreign object is locked in the eye, do not allow the eye to be rubbed. Injury, poisoning. What to do? Find out what substance was responsible for the poisoning and alert the teacher immediately. Injury, spills on skin. What to do? Flush with the large quantity of water. For acid spills, apply baking soda solution. For base spills, apply vinegar or boric acid. Injury, electrical shock. What to do? Switch off the current at the source. Remove wire with rubber glove. Alert the teacher immediately. When in doubt, ask. Do not carry out a new or unfamiliar procedure until you have been fully trained and understand the precaution necessary for safety working. Do not guess. Hazard symbols. So this is the symbol for explosive, for some chemical that will rapidly burn and explode. So this symbol indicates highly flammable chemicals. Next we have for oxidizing substance, chemical that readily release oxygen. So this is the symbol for toxic. toxic, harmful chemicals. We have different. So this is a symbol for corrosive. All acid burn tissue in contact. So be very careful while. Next we have harmful, like different chemicals that are harmful, like, and we need. So this symbol indicates the carcinogenic chemicals. Carcinogenic chemicals that mean they can cause cancer. This symbol indicates the environmental hazards. Uh, these substances damage or pollute the. This symbol indicates the radiation hazards. And this symbol indicates the biohazard, living organisms that can cause infections. That's all. Thank you and have a nice day.